guys, it's Gary from Screams and Thrills. We're back for a third day of the Hoppins pull on and build up. We've just arrived and already we've got a new arrival in the form of the Big Apple coaster. So we'll spin the camera around and give you a quick look at that. So here you can see the Big Apple coaster, which is essentially a caterpillar coaster. It's very similar to the one that we've helped build up and pull down before, but it's not owned by the same showman. This is a different one. So this is new today. This is not long pulled on, and we've also got over that side there Sea Storm setting up. So we've decided to start walking the opposite way this time around, and you can get a nice view there of air, which is pretty much all set up now. Probably just got the final finishing touches to put to it, but essentially that's pretty much complete now. You can see off in the distance there as well, Apollo 13. That looks like it's going to be starting to set up as well today. We've got another little juvenile ride, little teacups ride. So we're going to have a quick look at Sea Storm. And as you can see over the side there as well, the ghost train is starting to be set up as well. So yeah, air looks like it's pretty much set up. Just probably the last few little bits to do, like wiring and stuff like that. So here we have Sea Storm. And to the side here as well, we've got Apollo 13. Starting to be set up. And another look at Insane here. Still not much movement on the Jamaican XXL Miami. And we've got the Sizzler that pulled on yesterday parked up. Not too sure if that's in its final position, as it's still attached to the cab. Oh, there's a bit of movement actually with the Jamaican Extreme XXL Miami. Got some more food and drinks options. Looks like we've got a carvery and grill option. Wonder if them prices will stay the same or whether they'll change for the hoppins. As you can see in the background just behind there as well, the Robinson's Dodgems is finally being set up. And then we've got another look at the Vortex. Still no movement on Ice Jet yet. Don't think it'll be too long before there's movement on that though, because it looks like they've moved the second wagon into place, which has got most of the parts on it. And just behind Ice Jet we have Waltzers. That's William Clark. Looks like William Clark's Waltzer. I'll just zoom into the front of the cab. You can see a sign there, William H. Clark and Sons. Now last year, Vortex, Ice Jet and Clark's Waltzer were next to each other last year as well, so that would make sense to keep them together. And off in the distance we've had a new showman pull on, Turner's. So I wonder what attractions they've brought with them. Yes, it looks like they've brought their Tagada as well. Audion Tagada. We've got Audion Tagada. And off in the distance as well we can see Terence Reeves' Magic Circus Funhouse. Pretty much all built up in the sense of structure, it's just mainly the decoration now left to put on that. Looks like we've got a slide as well pulled in over there. So it looks like it's going to be two Tagadas. We've seen Robinson's pull on their Tagada. And now Turner's have pulled their Tagada on as well. And also looks like they've brought their Waltzer as well. So it looks like we've got Turner's Waltzer here as well. So that's 3 Waltzers so far. Got Turner's Waltzer, Robinson's Waltzer and Clark's Waltzer. And to the side here we have a fully built up XXL. So we'll have a walk around to the front of that and get some shots of that. So here we have a fully set up XXL. And that is one tall ride. Some lovely artwork on it though. then we've got the pay box just to the side here. So yeah, this ride's new for the Hoppins this year. And again, we've got Baby Dante's Starflyer. So just to the side of the Starflyer, we've got Turner's Frogs, which is called License to Thrill. And then a bit further down here, we've got another set of frogs. We've certainly got a lot more coming on site now. It's certainly starting to ramp up now. Then it is only 5 days until the Hoppins opens, so it doesn't surprise me. And off to the side here, we've got a runaway train. We'll get another look at that around the corner. And we've got crash tests building up. And just behind crash tests, we've got Crow's Extreme starting to be set up as well. And we've also got in the distance Crow's Exciter. Looks like that's set up. Still no movement on Robinson's Tagada. I can imagine they'll probably make a start on that once crash test is built up, since it is literally right next door to it and they've got a crane on site. Same as the Robinson's Waltzer. So here we have Dan Crow's Exciter, which is, I'd say, probably about 80% set up at the moment. No backflash up just yet, and also some fencing and gates at the front still to be put up. But the main ride system itself is set up. Have a quick look around the front. Nice little ride, Exciter. It's a very unique ride as well. Next to Exciter we have got some more Dodgems, which I believe is Alan Crow's Dodgems. It's interesting to see different styles of Dodgems. See, this style is different to Robinson's. One of the entrance portals starting to be set up, which will be emblazoned with the Hoppins banners. More food and drink stalls on site. More movement on the big wheel today. Overview, looking down towards where a lot of the rides are getting built up now. So pulling on as well, we've got here Shaw's Razmataz Waltzer. Still no sign of Energy Storm Waltzer yet, which is supposed to be coming. So that would make Robinson's Waltzer, Clark's Waltzer, Turner's Waltzer, Razmataz Waltzer, and also Energy Storm. So that'd be 5 Waltzers in total. The only 2 differences that we've seen so far is there's no Affa's Waltzer at the moment, and there's no Freeman's Waltzer either at the moment. I say at the moment because obviously there's still time that they could pull on, because currently Freeman's Waltzer is over at Catterick at the moment, which is supposed to finish today, so if they are coming over to here they would be pulling down tonight and probably setting off over either tonight or early in the morning. We have seen Crow's Waltzer parked up near one of their yards, so it looks like it's ready to come over, just they haven't brought it over just yet. But as you can see, it does seem a lot smaller than last year. Currently the only thing that's on this side of the central path is the big wheel. So we've got Shaw's Razmataz Waltzer wagon pulling back, so must have got their central part of the Waltzer in place. See what else is down that side. So down this section is where all the showmen and daft lads trailers and that are being put this year. Now last year this had more rides on it, and these were more over to the side, and also some of this was used for car parking as well. Other side of Extreme now, and you can see there's a side stall being set up. Just beyond that it's got the Extreme, and you've also got a runaway train as well, and a Helter Skelter. Turner's License to Thrill. Another food stall. Looks like a little side game, side stall type thing. Mini Miami for the kids. food and drink stalls. More food and drink stalls. And another entrance portal to the side there. Just behind the wagon that's pulling in. Closer view of the slide. And looks like we've got like a Kentucky Derby side stall. Some more food and drinks outlets and more side stalls dotted around. Closer look at Terence Reeves' Magic Circus Funhouse. Three-story funhouse. Food and drinks options, and we've had a bit more set up on A.B. Danter's Wild Mouse. So we've got Chadwick's Funhouse still yet to be set up, but we do seem to have some movement on what I believe is the ice maze. We've got another food stall next to the Dodgems, Robinson's Dodgems. And we've got the carbon power unit for ice jet pulled in behind Ice Jet. So we've got Robinson's Dodgems being set up here. Same style as John Murphy's, or similar style should I say. And just opposite it there is another ghost train pulled on. Not too sure whose ghost train this one is. But I'm sure if you have a look at the pay box, it'll probably tell us on the pay box. To be fair, the pay box does look very familiar. And well, that's not creepy. Turn around the corner and you see a hanging head. No indications as to whose ghost train this one is at the moment. It definitely looks familiar as a pay cab though. So we've got another little juvenile ride there. Looks like a toy set possibly. Got Miami Trip 3 and Robinson's Sizzler. And we've got a better view of the ghost train here that was pulled on yesterday. And I can safely say we have definitely been on that ghost train before. That ghost train is Irvin's ghost train. which was here last year. Not a bad little ghost train. It's a tall ghost train. It's about 3 stories, I think, 2-3 stories. So we caught up with showman that we have met before, Curtis Eddy Jr., who we had a nice conversation with. We always have a nice conversation with Curtis, and he informed us that he was supposed to be having a lot of his rides here, but unfortunately at the moment he's not got any of them coming apart from his churros van, because of the reduction in size of the Hoppins this year, which he has informed us where the big wheel is supposed to be the end of where the Hoppins is, basically. So anything on the opposite side of that is not being used, which they say it's a 10% reduction from last year. Personally, I would say that's more than 10%. I would say that's probably more like 50% reduction. So yeah, he was planning on bringing his Fusion and his Funhouse, as well as a couple of his smaller rides, but unfortunately due to restrictions in space, he's unfortunately not allowed to bring them, which is a shame because Fusion would have fitted in quite well here, to be honest. It is starting to rain now, which is unfortunate, but we'll hang around for a bit longer and see if we can catch anything else. To be fair, the rain's not really stopping people from doing any build-ups, so yeah, we'll have a quick wander around, see what else is being sold, see if there's any more movement. Got a close look here at Keith Turner and Sons Fun Fairs, Orby and Tagada, and Waltzer. So this would appear to be the main route for the Hoppins this year, with the big wheel right at the end of this walkway. So it's be interesting to see exactly where Fee Street is going to get put, and also where the stage is going to get put. I mean, there's still, even though there's going to be no rides on the plot of land behind the big wheel, there's nothing to say that they can put food stalls behind there, such as Fee Street, and also the stage behind there. Yeah, we'll have a quick look, see what's happening with Crash Test. Got quite a bit of movement on Crash Test. I would like to try and find out whose frogs they are. If I don't find out and anyone knows whose frogs they are, comment below and let us know. We've got Shaw's Razzmatazz Waltzer starting to be set up inside here. Lovely old machines in the sense of the showman's wagons. Lots of old Fordens, lots of old Daffs. See how Alan Crow's Dodgems is getting on. The base has been pretty much levelled out now. So this is one of your entrance portals to the Hoppins. This archway will have all of the banners advertising the Hoppins and all the sponsors for the Hoppins as well. There's two of these. There's this one this side and there's one on the opposite side, right over the other side. This area is also your storage area and your hospitality area for the likes of the ambulances, security and police. So we're going to head down to this side. So from this angle you can see more of the supports for crash test being lifted up to be moved into position. And here we have a suite stall pulling in onto the ground, and the support that we've seen for crash test being moved into position. So from this closer angle you can see that support that was lifted up now being put into position. You can see the worker at the top there waiting for another worker to come up to the top to help secure it in place. Good job there, what harnesses on, because I wouldn't really fancy that. And here we can see another angle of the Starflyer and XXL. And off to the side here we've got some more what looks like side stalls, possibly like the likes of your basketball type ones or your shooting ranges. They look like to be running along this side, and behind them you've got more of the showman's and gaff lads' living quarters. And off in the distance there you can see another little side stall, which is the cube. So as we come up to the Wild Mouse, you can see there now that the cars for the Wild Mouse are in the station. Looks like one's on the track as well, so that could be starting testing very soon. And one last look over to the left, you can see Clark's Waltzer being put into position. That's going to be starting to be set up soon, I would imagine. So as you can see, the ice maze is still being put into position next to Chadwick's Fun House. And you got Robinson's Dodgems top hat set up. It looks like the bottom is still to be put into place. And some movement with the Jamaican Extreme XXL Miami. And as we walk down here you can see Insania and Apollo 13. Not a lot being set up on that at the moment. Possibly the weather might be holding that up. But as you can see, the ground conditions are absolutely horrendous. And this is the part that's open and being used. So the part that they've closed off just goes to show how bad that part must be for them to close that part off. This looks like one of the main routes that people have been taking to move the rides into position. And one last look here at Irvin's Ghost Train, which is a 3-tier ghost train with minecart style cars. So that wraps up today's Hoppins build-up video here on the town moor. It's been very busy on the moor with more rides arriving and rides being built up. We have had a couple of chats with both showmen and gaff lads. We even managed to have a quick chat with Ryan Crow, the organiser of the Hoppins, to ask if we could still come on site and do our updates when it gets closer to opening and there's more perimeter fencing put in place. He has very kindly said that he doesn't see any problem with that, as long as we adhere to health and safety rules and be careful when there's machinery being moved around. So keep your eye on the channel for more pull on and build up content for the town at the town moor, ready for the Hoppins 2024. We will come down and do as many updates as we can before opening, and as always we will have plenty of content to come once the Hoppins is open, including off-ride and on-ride footage. So as always, if you've liked this video, hit like and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and share with your friends. Also, if there's any questions you'd like us to ask and to try and find out, please comment below and we will try our best to find an answer for them.